Home Run with
Get ready!
Casey.
Welcome to my diary podcast session. You get this every week on Soundcity app and on our website, soundcity.tv. My name is Casey and I'm the guy who drives you home every evening, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. The home run on Soundcity 96.5 Port Harcourt. And of course, it's so good serving you the best podcast to catch up on the biggest bits of the week. Feels good, right? So you don't miss out on anything. First of all, I had an awesome weekend. I've been turning up real hard ever since I came into PHTD. Plus, it was a draw at Stamford Bridge on Saturday. It would have been awful if we lost. I just want to say this to the ref for Saturday's match. 6 minutes was too much.
Don't panic.
We are with you all the way on the home run.
Let's start with life hack. Just ways to overcome simple to complex everyday life issues. But on Monday, I did share a few awesome life hacks, which I know they should simplify and improve your everyday life. Now, if you have bad smelling shoes, here's what I would do if I were you. Place a few dry tea bags inside each shoe to absorb the smell. And if your new shoes feels too tight, here's a way to stretch them. Just stuff each shoe with wet newspaper as tightly as you can. Let the shoe dry and then remove the newspaper.
Are we there yet?
We're pretty close. Any moment now.
Oh, yes! It's the home run.
Alright, so more on life hack. If you left home and you forgot to brush your teeth, or you ran out of toothpaste, chewing an apple help with bad breath. But hey, always make sure you brush your teeth. How about you forgot to put on a deodorant, or you don't want to smell like you've been at the gym? You can cut a fresh lemon or orange into 2 halves and just rub it onto your skin. The body odor will disappear. It works, trust me.
You stick out of the crowd, baby, it's a no-brainer. It ain't the hardest shit. Mr. Lover, you know say I don't get wahala. Any how you like, I go do my dear, as long as it no cost my lava.
This is the home run on a Monday. Time check is 9:23 here on Soundcity 96.5 Port Harcourt. I have this joke I want to share with you. There's this guy who found his true love and wants to share with his dad. He says, "Daddy, I fell in love and I want to date this beautiful girl." And the father was like, "Oh, that's great, son. Who is she?" "It's Sandra, the neighbor's daughter." And the father was like, "Oh, I wish you hadn't said that. I have to tell you something, son, but you must promise not to tell your mother. Sandra is actually your sister." And the boy is naturally bumped out. But a couple of months later, he met his dad and said, "Daddy, I fell in love again, and this time she's even hotter." And the dad said, "That's great, son. Who is she?" "It's Angela, the other neighbor's daughter." And the father was like, "Oh, I wish you hadn't said that. Angela is also your sister." And this went on a couple of times, and the son was so mad he went straight to his mother crying. "Mom, I'm so mad at Dad. I fell in love with 6 girls, but I can't date any of them because Dad is your father." And the mom hugs him affectionately and says, "My son, you can date whoever you want. Don't listen to your dad. He isn't your father."
You'll be all out of love in the end. Spent 10 hours on this flight, man. Told the pilot ain't no flight plans. Can't believe whatever I'm saying. And they know whenever I land.
Alright, so here's what I do every Tuesday. World in Transit. It's just highlights certain unique and unusual cultural practices around the world. And then I was able to talk about the best safari destination in Africa.
Home Run with
Get ready!
Casey.
Alright, 7:10, time for the World in Transit. Long ago are the days of a big adventure trip to colonial Africa for game hunting safaris. Now that more national parks are being designated and protected, wild tourism is increasingly welcomed and there are exciting new safari options, though Kenya and Tanzania remain popular options. Here are the best safari designations in Africa. The Bwindi Impenetrable Forest Reserve. It's so beautiful, it's in Uganda. Itosa National Park in Namibia, rousing serious safari attention. And Kruger National Park in South Africa is classic. One of Africa's oldest and best maintained parks. You know, it's typically the highest variety of wildlife and all of that. So plan your trip on any of these amazing safaris and just have a great time in Kenya, Botswana, Tanzania, and much more, okay?
Don't panic.
We are with you all the way on the home run.
Soundcity 96.5 was cracking. Pretty sure you're enjoying the hits, right? So Wizkid's Fever video has reached 2 million views in less than 3 days. I'm surprised myself. He broke the internet with the release of Fever, where he featured Tiwa Savage, who came in as a vixen and plays the role of Wizkid's love interest. Yo! 2 million views in less than 72 hours.
Baby girl, you find yourself, oh. Girl, you make my head red, oh. Anytime you know they're close to me. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so every Thursdays I love to do Throwback Memories. It's a time we drive conversations by reminding ourselves of fun memories, encouraging them to share. And yeah, it was so amazing. Check it out.
Home Run with Casey.
You're just right on time. 7:10 is the right time for Throwback Memories. Every Thursday. Hey, what primary school tradition did you have? What did you always do in school or during break time? Are you the type who loves to play suwe, kacha, mommy and daddy? Just get involved, okay? You can always call me up on 0700 965 965 965, or better still, leave a message at Soundcity PAT on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. What primary school tradition did you have? What did you always do back in school or break time?
I say, Monica, no be today. Me and you done the fight, don't tell.
Alright, so I had a couple of messages on WhatsApp and Facebook. A whole lot of people sent it in messages of their primary school tradition and what they always did back in school or break time. Alright, so that was a Thursday. There's this thing I do every Friday. It's called Highlights of the Week. It's just an opportunity for listeners to reminisce on the best moments of the week, to usher in good vibes for the week. So it comes up every Friday. Let's get into it.
Your favorite artists love us. Now you can listen to them non-stop and love us too.
Soundcity Radio.
Powered by music.
Tell me you're feeling the hits that I've been playing on the show. I'm so ready for you. The show is fully packed today. Friday vibes on the home run with Casey on Soundcity 96.5. 7:10 is the time. Alright, I have highlights for you on what went down this week. Wizkid and Tiwa Savage, they're just in a public display of affection in the music